Hello guys, welcome back to Football Manager 2023 and welcome back to our epic quest across Europe. We're in Norway. I've lost count of what number nation it is. I think it's 18. Manager of SK Brann. Of course, you're here at the end of last season where unfortunately we did succumb to relegation. So we do have a first division campaign to go through. Now in terms of what I'm going to do on camera, I'm going to do today's game, the first game in this episode. And also in this episode, I'm going to do the hopefully promotion game as well. We are labelled the favourites in the Norwegian First Division, so it should be a cakewalk for us, really. So just to keep the lower division to a minimum, we've seen us go over lower divisions already in the past. We don't really need to see it again, do we? So we're just going to do the two games in today's episode, and that's going to be today's opening game and the promotion game, should it happen, or when it happens, really. Now, in terms of what's happened since you were last with us, there has been a few players leave, unfortunately, and that is due to obviously being relegated and players not wanting to play for us anymore. If we have a quick look at the transfer history, Abelson has gone to Odd for £1.1 million in total, which is a pretty decent transfer fee. Ronny Gammersvik, who was our key player last season, Bodo Glimt have snapped him up for £2.5 million, rising to 2.6. Dag Even Schonfeld, who was one of the goalkeepers, I believe, he's joined Sandefjord. He was indeed a goalkeeper. Good memory, Dean. Good memory. This is the first time I played Football Manager for about a week, by the way, guys. I needed a little bit of a break from Football Manager. When you've played it every day since November, pretty much, you need a little bit of a break. Bear in mind, we're in June now. At the time of recording, we're in June. Mahari has gone to Odd, £23 million. And Dean Robertson has gone to Viking for £1.3 million. So another one of the defenders gone out there, the young Scot. We have brought three in. We've brought one in loan from our parent club, who are OGC Nice. We've brought in Malukan Johannes as a centre-half. Now, he's here as a regular starter. I don't think he's going to be a regular starter. He's okay. I really got him in for a bit of cover once some of these guys started leaving. Magnus Otterstad is a permanent signing. He's coming for £550,000 from Molde. He's a centre-forward. He's pretty decent. He's in as a squad player, so game time, could be limited. We'll see how he gets on. He's 30 goals and 52 appearances, most of them for Molde 2. In fact, all of them for Molde 2. It's a pretty decent return. He's 25-year-old Norwegian, so he helps fulfil the homegrown at nation player. And we've also brought in a player on loan from one of our former clubs in Vegard. We've brought in Robert Denman on loan, left back for the season, possibly a right back. Can also play as a centre half, but he's one of our young Belgians that we signed at Vegard, so he's coming to help us out here. In terms of how Vegard are doing, by the way, because I know you're all interested, they're in the relegation stage again of the Superliga. They are currently 8 points clear of that relegation spot on Lyngby, though, so they're having a decent season. As far as former club Copenhagen are doing, they qualified with ease for the championship group, and they're currently 4 points clear of that over AGF, having only lost 2 games this season. They also did make it through the Champions League group stage, but they did get knocked out in that, unfortunately. So, we are labelled the favourites, like I said, in this division, despite the players that we've had go out. If we have a quick look at the season preview, 1.67 with Sandefjord and Kongsvinger also there with us. Of course, the teams who got relegated with us last season. So we should really have a decent campaign, really, and should go straight back up for next season. In terms of today's game, though, it is going to be against Ranheim. We're away from home to open the season. Hopefully we get off to a winning start. This is the lineup that we're going to start the season with. It's going to be Ford in goal, Norwegian, 26-year-old, pretty decent keeper, first choice goalkeeper. 2.1k a week, it's not too bad, but he is pretty much the first team goalkeeper at the club. Cowie is a right back. Right back is an area that we're not very good at, by the way, guys. It's not great. Yeah, we don't have a lot of quality at right back, but the problem is I can't really get anybody to sign for us, and the ones that would possibly sign for us want stupid wages that we can't afford. So Logan Cowie, a Norwegian. It's not a very Norwegian name. I've updated this skin as well, guys. If you are using this skin, there is an update. It gives you things like player IQ up the top. It tells you what sort of things they're good at. So, he's good at decisions, concentration and anticipation, which is quite good. That's the only new thing I've found so far on the skin. I've only just downloaded it. Reichel continues as the centre-half, the 29-year-old Austrian. He's okay, he'll do us for this division. Alongside him this season is going to be Darm Lidvet. Again, okay, decent centre-half, Norwegian. More of a midfielder, but he can play in that centre-half position, so he's going to get the nod this season. Then Denman, the man who is in on loan, is going to get there at the left back. Enerson, last season's striker, drops into the Segundo Volante role for us this season. He's not great at tackling, so we may rotate him back up top. We'll see how things go. Kolsvik is the defensive midfielder on defend. Again, can play centre-half, another Norwegian in the squad, which is good. Abrahamsson continues from last season in that Segundo Volante role. You can see he's got a yellow up here for his concentration, so his concentration is a 9. Do they actually mirror the colours that we've got up here? I think they do, don't they? They mirror the colours that we've got there, so, decent player. Embretson comes in on the left-hand side for this season. 32-year-old Norwegian. He's okay as an inside forward. He can do a job. His decision-making and concentration could be better, though, but at 32 years old, he's not going to improve. Molokin, who is considered the key player at the club, continues on the right-hand side. His IQ is not great with anticipation, concentration and decisions. I think all three of them are the same all the time for each player. But he's our star player, basically, so expecting big things from him. And then Tegan is I was going to say a youth prospect at the club, but he's 26 years old. He's a bit old to be a youth prospect now. He's going to get the nod up top to start the season with, and we'll see how we get on. So that's our first lineup of the season, guys. Let's get into the game. Right, and we're off in our first game of the season. Hopefully we can have like I say, a comfortable season this season. Also, apologies if it's a little bit dark in here. I've got the curtains closed over there. This room has the sun beating in all afternoon. It's currently 7:10 at night for me. We get our first highlight, though. It is for Ranheim. It's going to be Lunding taking the free kick. It's towards that back post. It's headed clear by Denman, but it's picked up again. And Kenneth Boylson has given Ranheim the lead. That's not a good start for Brann, is it? Not great, not great. As I was saying, though, it's a bit dark in here, guys. The sun beams in this room all afternoon, and it's absolutely sweltering outside. It's 27 degrees outside. As Ranheim look to make it 2, fortunately for us, it's clipped outside the post and gone wide. But they're massively on top in this game. We need to get back into the game. Bjarnason with the goal kick for Ranheim. It's a deep one. We do win it in the air though with Kolsvik. Ball forward by Denman, finds Embertson. Denman again, the man on loan from Vegard. Abrahamsson, Kolsvik with the ball over the top, looking towards Embretson, and Espen Tegan with his first goal of the season levels the game quite nicely there for SK Brann in a nice flowing move down that left hand side with Denman involved and Kolsvik. I think it was Kolsvik who hit the ball over the top. It was indeed Kolsvik. Nice first time ball. Great first time cross by Embretson, and Tegan's there for the one touch finish past the goalkeeper. Embretson to take the corner, looking to make it 2 before half time. Reichel gets his head on the ball, and I think it looked like the keeper saved it to me, but I think it's actually clipped the top of the crossbar and gone over. Ranheim on the stroke of half time. Denman does well to get back in and cut that one out. It's down at Lidvet now, bringing the ball forward. Finds Reichel, his centre defender partner, striding towards the halfway line, over the halfway line, comes back to Darm Lidvet though, out wide on the right hand side to Cowie. Advancing forward down the right, looking for the first time early cross to Molokin into Tegan for his second. Espen Tegan with his second goal of the game and the season. Had to give us the lead for the first time in this game. Sorry guys, the heat's just frying my brain. I'm ginger. Alright, I'm ginger and I'm British. I don't do well with the heat. But at half time we do have that 2-1 lead. Courtesy of Espen Tegan with the double strike. Hopefully we can continue that into the second half. And it's Ford in the second half with the goal kick. He looks long towards Tegan. He doesn't win the ball in the air, but Kolsvik picks up the loose ball. Switches the play out right towards Molokin. Molokin driving towards the penalty. Skips past his man. Good ball into the box. Headed clear though. But it falls at Cowie. Enerson with the effort. It's somehow deflected in. A couple of deflections on the way through there. And Enerson gets his first goal of the season. From midfield, from defensive midfield as well. It's not the position that he's used to. It was a little bit of a poor effort really, but the deflection certainly helped it get past the goalkeeper. We do well to win the ball back high up the pitch. Enerson's shot comes off Sjoflot and misfoots the goalkeeper to make it 3-1 to Brann, and so far it's the perfect start to the season for us here. Embretson with the corner, looking to make it 4. It's headed clear though, but it's going to be Ennison who picks it up. Gets out wide to Denman on the left-hand side, looking to get the ball into the box. Just cut out low by Lunding. Hopefully they don't counter. Denman does well to win the ball back. Can he get it across? It's deflected up in the air. Tegan's underneath it, but again, Ranheim do come away with it, but Malochan pinches it back. Cowie feeding it towards Malochan again inside the area. Forced backwards for Ennison, who's rattled the crossbar. Bear in mind, Ennison is naturally a striker. Getting into the box from that defensive midfield role, he should be putting that in the back of the net, really. Maybe he's not the best striker in the world. But with 15 minutes remaining, it is still the 3-1. We're looking to make it 4-1 here. It's Embretson to take this free kick. Goes for goal. It's a beauty of a free kick, but it's a great save in goal by Bjarnason. And Embretson comes across to take the resulting corner. Going to be an in-swinger towards that near post. It's headed clear by the defender though, but Ennison's going to get there again. Finds Denman. Can Denman get the ball back in? No. Still looking to make it 4. Embretson. Deep free kick towards Dam Lidvet. Good header, but it's gone over the bar, unfortunately. And that's it, guys. Full time. Nice, comfortable 3-1 win on our first game of the season. 22 shots in total, limiting the opposition to just the 5. It's disappointing to concede that one that we did concede, though, in the 14th minute, but we've done well to come back and win the game. So after the first game of the season, we do find ourselves in 3rd place. Obviously, courtesy goal difference and the fact we've only played 1 game, but we are now going to play through the season. 30 games. You'll see me towards the end of the season where hopefully we're in that automatic promotion spot at the top of the league, and we're getting ourselves promoted, guys. So I'm going to say I'll catch up with you guys in a minute, but it's going to take me a couple of days to get through the season. So I'll catch up with you guys in a couple of days. Right, hello guys, welcome back. It's been a couple of days, real life, since you were last with us. We have done what we said. We've reached the end of the season here at Brann. In the Norwegian First Division. It's not quite been as easy as we would have liked. There's a couple of teams who have pushed us hard all the way. If we go into the Norwegian First Division and have a look, we are at the top, as you'd expect. We're 3 points clear with 2 games remaining, so we're back a lot later than I was expecting to be back. We haven't even got the best goal difference in the league. Sandefjord have claimed that title so far. They have just played against Sarpsborg, who are in 3rd place though, and they did draw, which is what's given us the little small lead that we've got. If we have a look at the table, you can see we haven't been first for the entire season. We even dropped down as far as 3rd halfway through the season before fighting back. It has been quite a difficult season compared to what it should have been, really. We've brought a couple of players in as well over the course of the season. We'll quickly go over them. Obviously, the last one that you saw in was Robert Denman on loan from our former club Vegard. We've brought in Guillermo Ponce. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. It is Spanish because he's Chilean. Unfortunately, he is injured at the minute. He's out for 2 to 3 months with a torn back muscle, but he's a big improvement on what we did have at right back throughout the season. So he's the current right back. Whether that stays when we move up to the top division here in Norway is a different matter. He is injury prone, and as we're seeing now, he does have that long-term injury. So he's played 6 games for us, and he's missing for 2 to 3 months. I think he's already been out for a month as well. And then most recently, I brought in Nestor Alonso, a free transfer, formerly of Sevilla, inside forward on the left-hand side. 25-year-old Spaniard, free transfer, valued at £3 million already, which is fantastic. He's one who doesn't like big matches, though, but he is here, only 1.6k a week, which isn't too bad, and he's already the best player at the club in that position. Now, we're not going to go over the schedule. It's been, league-wise, we're unbeaten. We haven't lost a game. We've just had far too many draws, which is why we've not been able to pull clear. We did go out of the Norwegian Cup in the quarter-final after extra time to Premier League Stabæk. But yeah, it's undefeated in the league, which is fantastic. Now, obviously, today we are back because we can win the title, which is why we're back. Whether we do it in this first game or the second game, we're yet to find out. Now, there's been no jobs become available in the top flight, unfortunately. So we're going to get into the game anyway. We'll just get going, shall we? We are at home to Sognadal, who are currently in 10th place in the table. Sandefjord are taking on Ranheim, who are 13th. So I think if Sandefjord draw and we win, then today we are the champions. So, lineup that we're going to go for today's game is going to be Ford in goal. Cowie fills in at right back for the injured Guillermo Pons. Johannes and Reichel as the two central defenders, and Denman as the left back. Kolsvik, defensive midfielder on defend. Krokstrand, who is naturally a midfielder. We've been training to play that segundo volante role. He can play it very well for a club of our stature, so he's in there today. Abrahamsson alongside him. The two wingers for today, Alonso on the left hand side, Palumbo on the right hand side. Now, he didn't start the season, but he's actually he's had a fairly decent season. 7 starts, 5 assists. And then up top, it's going to be Solheim. Now, Solheim, you've yet to see either. He's a 16-year-old youth prospect at the club, and he's a very, very, very good striker for a 16-year-old. He's got 3 in 8 for us. Non-competitive this season, though. He's got 61 in 30, so averages 2 a game in non-competitive football. So we've given him a chance in the first team, and he has delivered, to be fair to the young man. Right, and we're in the 12th minute now. First highlight of the game is Cowie taking the throw into Palumbo on this right-hand side. Comes back to Cowie. Ball over towards Krokstrand at the byline. Gets the ball across. It's a poor cross, though, and it's cut out. But Abrahamsson with the effort. Not a bad effort there from the defensive midfielder. And still 0-0. 0-0 right across the division. Sarpsborg have just scored, though, which moves them up to second. But we do have this free kick in a dangerous position. It's going to be taken by the 16-year-old Solheim. It's a beauty. It's off the inside of the post. Unfortunately, there for the young man, and it has been clear. But Krokstrand with this corner aims towards Abrahamsson. They do get it clear. We have got one player back, and it's the number 20. Who's the number 20? It's Kolsvik. We've done well to get back into position, though. The counter attack there. Still, Songdal come forward. The ball on the left hand side with Heidecker. Pulls it back. The shot's blocked, though. And Krokstrand gets the ball clear. It's headed further on by Solheim, but the defenders are going to clear that up. It's Vasby with the ball. Finds Maggi. Sorry if there was a little pause, by the way, there, guys. I needed to sneeze, so I had to cut the footage a second. Good ball over the top towards Solheim. He's round the goalkeeper on his chest for his 5th goal of the season. Is the linesman going to put his flag up? No, he's not. He's not. It's a great goal by Solheim. Fantastic ball forward. I believe it was by Krokstrand, I believe, played the ball forward. We've done well to win it there back with Palumbo. It was Krokstrand, and that's what a touch that is for a 16-year-old. The composure that he has shown there to complete that finish. And that moves us, as things stand, when the league table updates, that moves us 4 points clear, which would guarantee us the title, basically. And now Sarpsborg have conceded their lead as well. Alsaka with his free kick towards the back post, and Yusuf, I think Ford's cleared it. What? Denman, we've given away a penalty apparently. Denman has pushed one of their players, and we've now got to save this penalty, which we can't do. Songdal does manage to equalise the game through that penalty there. Unfortunately, it'd be great if you get a replay of the actual foul as opposed to just a replay of the penalty. So we're back to where we were, all square. Cowie with this throw in, though, finds Johannes. It's Kolsvik, Johannes again. Cowie, Johannes, Kolsvik. Comes across to Reichel. Driving forward. It's a great ball, searching towards Alonso on this left-hand side. Pulls it down nicely for Solheim. It's deflected behind for a corner off the defender there, Yusuf. It's going to be Krokstrand to take this corner, though. Can he pick out a teammate? He can. It's towards Reichel. Reichel's head is over the bar. Sorensen for Songdal to take this free kick. It's a good one towards Yusuf at that back post again. But thankfully for us, the header has gone wide of the post. We're hanging on a little bit here, really, aren't we? We're hanging on. Thankfully, the other two are both drawing as well. So, it's as you were before the start of the game. So, as things stand, we would not be the champions. Sandefjord would still be able to overtake us on goal difference. So, we do need a goal. Denman finds Alonso. Denman again to Reichel. Back up wide to the on-loan man from Vegard, Denman. He's forced all the way back to Ford in goal. Finds Reichel. He's looked long towards Trokrans. Heads it on. Solheim, the 16-year-old. He's in again and he's scored again. Loke Solheim with his 6th goal of the season. Restores Brann's lead in this game and brings the First Division title to Brann. at the first time of asking them, which would be great. Kolsvik clears that one, looking for Solheim. Solheim does well to win that ball. He switched the play over towards Palumbo, who's got the pace to get past his man into the penalty area. Can he get his effort where he can? It's a wasted effort, though. Maybe he should have held the ball up and looked to bring a teammate in there. But Sandefjord have taken the lead from the penalty spot, so that keeps them in the race for the title. We would be promoted as things stand, though. Sarpsborg are drawing, so we would gain automatic promotion. It'd be nice to win the league, though, wouldn't it? And Sandefjord have gone 2-0 up now, so it doesn't look like we're going to be winning the league today. Sarpsborg have gone behind now after being in front, so it is going to be automatic promotion. That's as Sonjal looked to whip that in, but it's headed clear. Denman picks it up. Johannes, I think it was, who won the header. Denman striding forward, switches the play over towards Palumbo, who's actually picked up a little bit of an injury on this right-hand side. Cowie, though, takes up the mantle. Good ball into Solheim for his hat-trick, and he gets it. Loke Solheim, the 16-year-old Norwegian, grabs his first career hat-trick. He's a really good player for 16-year-old. 16 years old. Cowie does all the hard work here, though. Knocks the ball past his man, runs, and it's a great ball in towards Solheim. And a fantastic finish again by the young man. So 3-1 now to Brann into the final 10 minutes. And we are going to confirm the promotion with this result. Kolsvik with the free kick towards Johannes to make it 4. Malukan Johannes, the man on loan from Nice, does make it 4 in a probably one of our best performances of the season. We haven't really scored a massive amount of goals, really, which is, indicated in the fact that Sandefjord have got a better goal difference than us. I think that's the first time we've hit 4, possibly. Solheim, deep free kick towards Johannes, looking for his second of the game. Header has gone harmlessly over the bar, though. And as injury time runs out now, guys, we are going to be promoted back to the top flight here in Norway. We're not going to come back for the title decider. We don't need to, really. It's first division football. We don't really need to see it, do we? It was more about us getting promoted, and we've done that. As now Palumbo looking to pile the misery on. He's well tackled, though. We're just waiting for the full-time whistle now. It's a good header by Reichel to win that. But it is Songdal who come away with the ball. Good forward towards Hagen, but it has gone out of play. We won't come back. We won't come back. We are promoted. The likelihood is that we're going to win the title. We only need a point in the remaining game. So there's no point in coming back for it. We will be back at the start of next season, though, guys, where we're back into the Norwegian Premier Division, if that's what it's called. I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. We'll just get the confirmation that we are promoted. Brann celebrate promotion. There we go. We are promoted. So, next season, guys, we're going to be back for the top flight. What is the name of it? Does Football Manager have it? No, it's just the Norwegian Premier Division. It's elite. I can't see the picture. It's too small. It's elite something. I'll look it up for when we're there. Guys, Bodo Glimt the champions again. 17 points clear at the top of HamKam. Odd and Rosenborg are in there. Valerenga have had another poor season, so that might become available over the summer. We'll see. But that's the end of the season. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. As always, absolute pleasure. Please remember to hit that thumbs up button for me and that like button. Apologies if I'm a little bit off in this episode. It is absolutely roasting in here. I'm sweating profusely. It's really, really warm. We're promoted, guys. We don't need to see the championship game. Likelihood is that we are going to win it, barring a defeat and a Sandefjord win. We're the champions anyway. So we'll be back at the start of next season. I'm going to go through, play the rest of this season and pre-season, and we'll come back, go through any transfers that we make, and get the game this season underway. So, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Cheers, guys.